Welcome to NellieMae Live, where I'm connecting you with the best of entertainment and so much more. I'm your host, NellieMae, capital M-A-E. And don't you forget it, today here on NellieMae Live, we have a very special guest here. And I know him for a while, and he's known all around Boston, Massachusetts. Here we go. His name is Skippy White. There you go. Welcome, Skippy White. Thank you for being on the NellieMae Live show.
Okay.
You are very noted all around Boston, aren't you?
Yeah, Boston and suburbs, and also down in New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah,
New Orleans?
yeah.
Is that where you started?
Well, I had a record store down there at one time.
Yeah, the record store. That's what I thought. I was thinking, how in the world did you come to Boston? What made you come to Boston?
Well, I grew up in Waltham.
You grew up in
That's
Waltham.
10 miles outside of Boston.
Yeah.
So that's why I came to Boston, because it was so close, and it was Boston was really the mecca of the entertainment world for me.
Oh, really? For you? What made it back then, right?
Yeah.
Back then, because now today.
A little different.
Yeah, it's different now today.
Yeah.
But so what I wanted to ask you, what made you like go to New Orleans and then like come back here to Boston?
Well, when I went to New Orleans to open up the store, I didn't leave Boston. I went to New Orleans and I looked around at different locations and so forth, picked out a location, opened up the store, and I had a manager to manage the store and help. And then I came back to Boston because I wasn't leaving Boston.
Yeah, it was your hometown, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So can you tell us all, where was your Skippy White's record store located?
Well, originally, if you go back to the beginning, it was at 1820 Washington Street, which was near the Northampton MBTA station. And we opened that store in, believe it or not, 1960.
1960, wow.
1960, long time ago.
Yeah. Well, that's not that far back.
No, only 65 years or so.
60, okay, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So can you also, as well as tell us who came in and out of your record store, as far as like celebrities? Who do you know?
Oh, there's been a lot of them. Everybody from Otis Redding has been in and out of the store, James Brown, and so many more of the entertainers of the day.
Yeah.
Even a young Tammy Terrell, who at that time was known as Tammy Montgomery. And she was being produced by James Brown at the time.
Really?
And she used to come to Basin Street South, which was the nightclub that was on one side of me, and on the other side of me was Louis' Lounge.
So you really got to know James Brown.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you have a recording studio inside the record shop?
I didn't have a recording studio, but I did put out records. I had several record labels, and I, you know, there was local talent that was coming into the record store. And if, you know, I heard somebody that I thought was good enough, then we go to the recording studio and record them, and I would put them out on record.
Oh, so it wasn't, so Skippy White's wasn't just a record store, it was much more.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I never knew that.
Not only was it a record store, but also at the same time I opened the first store at 1820 Washington Street, I went on WILD as a disc jockey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I heard that you own your own, well, not own, but you have your a radio station that you go to, like Urban Heat. What do you do at Urban Heat?
Oh, yeah, actually I do a program on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday morning, I do a 3-hour program called The Time Tunnel. And on Sunday mornings, I do a 3-hour program called the Gospel Train.
The Gospel Train. Now, with the Gospel Train, you've been doing that for years.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, it's because my mother and my father, believe me, they always listen to the Gospel Train.
Really?
Yes.
Great to have them aboard.
That's right. That's right. Was it just gospel or other?
Well, no. Saturday I played rhythm and blues. Sunday I played strictly gospel.
Strictly gospel.
Yeah.
Yes. My mother would get up, turn it on to Skippy White. I'm like, okay. Sometimes we'd be like, Mommy, you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But
the other thing to set that program apart from the time tunnel was that on Sunday I took phone calls from people.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They would call me right and left. I even got phone calls from Alabama, from Missouri, from all over the country.
So where else did you do your radio show besides in Massachusetts and New Orleans?
Well, you got to realize that the radio program that I was doing was online, so that no matter where you were in the country, maybe wherever you were in the world, you could tune online and get my program.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Nice, very nice. Oh, so please tell us who did you work with? Not only James Brown, but I heard you work like with the OJs. You worked with who else? You worked with like a lot of back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, a lot of the doo-wop groups, like the OJs, the Flamingos, and so forth. Yeah, I had a lot of groups like that I worked with. Yeah.
Wow. Was you ever on Soul Train? How come you didn't get on Soul Train?
No, I was never on Soul Train per se. However, I was invited.
Oh, you was invited.
By Don Cornelius.
Yes.
To come to California when they had the annual Soul Train Awards program, and I was there for that.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. I always wanted to be on Soul Train, but
oh, really?
I was too young.
As a dancer?
No. No, as as a dancer.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say a music artist, but I don't know how to sing, so
well.
I'm not a singer.
Yeah.
So, what made you come into the black neighborhood? What was going through your mind? Like, I want to be in this neighborhood.
Okay. Well, it wasn't the neighborhood that attracted me. It was really the music.
The music, okay.
Because back in the day, there were no real programs. WYLD didn't exist yet.
Oh, okay.
And so what was happening is I would dial around on my radio to try to find some music that I liked. And most of the stations were playing what I call pop.
Pop? Oh, okay.
Lily White pop.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't, too interested in that.
Yeah.
But one day, I was dialing around, and I heard a record, and I knew the song because I had heard other versions of it. There was a country version, there was a pop version, and then I heard this version of a song called Crying in the Chapel. And the version that I heard that really got me going was by Sonny Till and the Orioles. That was the rhythm and blues version of that song, and it just blew me away. And so I found out that I was listening to a fellow by the name of Symphony Sid on WBMS at that time, and I started listening to him. And so I heard all the great rhythm and blues music that was being played by Big Joe Turner or G by the Crows, or all of the great rhythm and blues music that was being put out at that time. And so I kept on listening and really keeping track of what was going on in the rhythm and blues community. Now, naturally, that would have brought me to Boston.
Oh, okay.
Because there wasn't, as a matter of fact, at that time in Waltham, which is where I was born and brought up, and I was listening at the time, there was one black family in Waltham. Only one.
Oh, really?
That's how integrated it was.
Wow.
Only one. And as a matter of fact, the young lady, the daughter of the parents that had this beautiful young lady, she became my girlfriend.
Oh, really?
My first black girlfriend.
Your first black girlfriend. Okay.
Yep.
So you like how can I say it? Have you ever gotten married to her?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was married to a black lady.
Yeah.
And we had 2 kids, son, which you've met.
Yeah,
I met my son, Ricky.
Ricky, yeah.
And my daughter was Lisa.
Oh, okay.
So 2 kids.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, I want to ask you, when did you like started just being, how can I say it? Have one question, have you ever worked like with the Temptations or like Blue Magic? Have you ever worked with them?
Yeah, I mean, I knew members of the Temptations and also Blue Magic. I was involved with a promoter by the name of Paul Kaiser. And Paul Kaiser was a pretty much national promoter. He did shows in New York, New Jersey, even in Connecticut and Rhode Island. And he also did shows here in Boston, Massachusetts. And he brought in groups like Blue Magic and the Temptations and so many more. And I was, working with him to help promote these shows.
Awesome, awesome, because you are a legend here. You are, for real, you are a legend here. Just today, when you was with me earlier today, I told my neighbor, and she's like, wait a minute, that's Skippy White. She's like, you haven't changed a bit. You could tell that voice.
Yeah.
That voice. Now, what did you used to say when your radio, when you was on the radio? How did you present yourself?
Well, I mean, I didn't try to put on anything, to try to get people to think about me in one particular way. But I'll tell you something about the record store.
Yeah.
When I first opened the record store, I hired a fellow by the name of Al.
Al.
And he came from Lumberton, North Carolina. Naturally, he was black. And so when people came in the store, especially ladies, they would come in the store and they'd come up to the counter, and Al was behind the counter, and they'd say, "Are you Skippy White?"
Yeah.
And he'd say, "No." And they'd say, "Well, where's Skippy White?" He'd say, "Down back." And they'd look down back and they'd say, "Well, all right." I was probably in back doing some inventory work or, getting some records together. And they would come down back and they would look around and look different places, and then they'd go back to Al and they'd say, "I don't see him." Al would say, "He's there, he's there." They'd say, "Oh." So then they'd come back and maybe say something to me, they engage me in conversation. And then they would hear my voice.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they'd say,
that's
"Oh
it.
my God, he is Skippy White.
Yeah.
He's a white guy."
See?
In other words, when they came back, they're looking for a black dude, right?
Yeah.
And he couldn't believe that, I was Skippy White.
So the thing is, everybody wants to know, were you ever related to Sonny Joe White?
No, actually, Sonny Joe White and I were friends. I remember him when he was at WILD, and he made quite a name for himself. And then he left the station. I think he went to the West Coast. And my brother, I have one brother who was working in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah, he was actually a pilot, and he used to fly people to the different islands. So on the news came this bulletin that Sonny Joe White had passed away.
Wow.
Well, my brother thought that they were talking about Skippy White.
Yeah.
He didn't know who Sonny Joe White was, but he knew that my radio name and the name of the stores that I had was Skippy White. So he called the store, and a young lady that worked for me answered the phone, and he said, kind of shyly, can you tell me anything about Skippy White? And she said, what do you want to know?
Yeah.
And he said, well, is he alive? Is he all right? And she said, you want to talk to him? And she handed me the phone. This is my brother now.
Yeah. Oh.
This is my brother calling from Hawaii who thinks that I'm dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the news flash came that Sonny Joe White had passed away.
Yeah.
Not Skippy White, but he got it confused.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
well, hey, I would too, but you're here. Thank and praise the Most High God, you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it's just like I said, here in Boston, you're a legend, and everywhere else. But let us know, you gotta let us know, how did you get that name, Skippy White?
Well, when I was on WILD initially, I used my real name, which was Fred White. So I went on the air, and I had a show on Saturday. I had a show on Saturday and Sunday, and as Fred White, the DJ, and I played rhythm and blues music, and then the owner of the station liked what I was doing, and he wanted me to pick out more rhythm and blues music for the rest of the DJs that were on the station. Well, they were already there before I got there, and they were playing Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra kind of music.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
So they weren't too happy when I started picking out rhythm and blues music.
Yeah.
So one by one, they started leaving. So that meant that the owner of the station had to find some new disc jockeys.
Yeah.
So he found one in New York City, the Big Apple. And this guy, I guess, had somewhat of a good reputation as a disc jockey in New York. And his name was Fred Mack.
Fred Mack.
So now, here we are on a Friday night, and I'm driving Big John, who worked for me at Oldies But Goodies Land, and another guy named Carl Pilgrim, who did some booking of some people like Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles. He booked
And you knew them, right?
Huh?
Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, the first thing they said to me, Big John and Carl Pilgrim, was, when this guy comes in to town, he's going to start on Monday, because he's going to be on Monday through Friday, you're going to get lost in the shuffle.
Wow.
Fred Mack and Fred White, it's too similar. You're gonna get lost.
I understand what you're saying.
So they said, you need a nickname.
Okay.
So it was Carl Pilgrim who came up with Skippy.
Oh, okay.
And when he first said it, and him and Big John both agreed that's what I needed, I didn't like it. No? I said, no, it sounds like peanut butter or dog food. I said, no, I don't like that. I don't like that name. Let me think about it, and let me sleep on it tonight, and I'll come up with something better. Well, I couldn't come up with anything better. I couldn't come up with anything at all. So the next morning, Saturday, I'm on the air. Time for me to put the microphone on, talk to the audience. And what I did was I introduced myself on the audience, to the audience, as Fred Skippy White. So the phone started ringing, and they were asking for songs for me to play, requests. And everybody that called me addressed me as Skippy.
Skippy.
They didn't say Fred Skippy. They said, Skippy, would you play this record for me? So I said to myself, well, maybe they kind of like it. So the next day, Sunday, I dropped the Fred, and I became just Skippy White.
Skippy White.
And I've been Skippy White ever since.
And that brought you far. Far. When I mean far, I mean far.
Yeah.
And you had your own stores. You, like I said, everybody knows Skippy White.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Actually, when you said that I did more than one or two things, you were right in that not only did I have the record store, and I had more than one location.
Yeah.
And of course, I was on WILD with my shows. But I also started buying records in bulk, large quantities.
Yeah.
So that what happened when I moved to 1763 Washington Street, which was that big building on the corner of Mass and Washington.
Yeah.
Used to be a hotel.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
well,
about.
the front of that store was my record store. But the back of it on Mass Avenue, 633 Mass Avenue, that became Mass Record Distributing. And I sold to all the little stores in Boston and New England, wholesale.
And you know what? Are those, so I saw a lot of records. You have records from way back when.
Oh, yeah.
And they're worth, what, probably millions or thousands? You put them all together, and they're what? Worth a lot of money.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because the value on a lot of them have gone up.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah, you take them to the auction. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So the distributor was you.
I was the record distributor who was selling to all the stores.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's smart. So you had a record store and the distributors.
That's right. I had the record stores, I had record distributing, I was on the radio, and don't forget, because the owner of WILD liked what I was doing and had asked me to pick out the music for the other DJs, I was picking out the music that WILD was playing.
Oh, okay.
Which really meant that I had control of what is being heard on WILD.
Wow. We missed that. We missed WILD. And I don't know why they took it away.
Well, the station got sold a couple of times over the years. The original owner, whose name was Nelson Noble, who owned it when I first went on the air, he sold it probably about, I don't know, mid-60s, maybe 66 or 67 maybe he sold it.
Yeah.
And then he sold it to a conglomerate of people that owned several radio stations. They owned about 3 or 4 stations, and this was one of them. But, you know, like when you're in a chain, they don't pay as much attention to each station individually. And so it really didn't go over too big, because Boston is not a big black community.
You think not? You don't think
Not
so?
a big black community at all.
Was it back then, or
If
you're
you
saying
compare
it now?
Boston to New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Atlanta, Georgia, even New Orleans, Louisiana, it doesn't rate very high.
Wow.
But the thing that set us apart from all those other radio stations in those other cities that I just mentioned and more was that we were a leader, not a follower.
That's true.
Now, the difference between a leader and a follower in the radio business is that a follower is a radio station that doesn't take any chances on new music. In other words, they listen to what WYLD is playing, and if we play a record, a new record, that becomes a hit, then they go on it. Because it's safe to go on it now, because it's a hit.
Well, you know what?
But they wouldn't take a chance on that record before we made it a hit.
Wow.
You see?
You know
so
what?
they're a follower.
Uh-huh.
WYLD was a leader.
Leader. Okay.
That's
and
the difference.
Well, that's a good thing, because Boston, Massachusetts does not follow. People in Boston, Massachusetts, they do lead. And that's the one thing I do like about Boston.
Yeah.
So now we thank you so much for being here on NellieMae Live.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, Skippy White.
Yeah, it was great to be here with you.
No problem. Thank you. We're going to invite you back again.
All right.
Yes. Thank you
I got
so
a few
much.
stories to tell.
All right. There you go.
I'll save some for you.
Okay, you got to save them.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone, here with NellieMae Live and Skippy White's. We're going to see you another time. God bless you. Have faith in God and believe in yourself. Have a good night.